friends, Laura A. Grace here, and I'm excited to be bringing another video. This week I am going to be sharing about a book that is in a completely different genre. It's actually one of the first genres I have read that I can recall. That book is For Us Humans by Steve Razaza. Steve, I hope I didn't just butcher your name. If I did, I sincerely apologize. But check out this awesome cover, guys. Isn't it amazing? Like, it really, if you read the story, it absolutely captures it just perfectly. I was sort of unsure what kind of video I was going to do today. I thought about doing 3 reasons, but then I finished the book last night and I was like, I feel like I can't find just 3 simple reasons of why I really enjoyed this novel. I mentioned I haven't read a hardcore science fiction novel. I was a little, I wouldn't say lost, but the main character, Kaz, is a very interesting guy. Like, he really pops off the page. I don't think I've read a character quite like him. He's very snarky, and I've read snarky characters, but he's just Kaz. That is all I can say. He has his own special character qualities that just make him him, and there's nobody else that I know, or character-wise, that can copy him or even be like him, because he is a 1 in a million kind of character, guys. He is a hoot, but he also is sometimes really stubborn and can be so annoying when you're like, this is not the time to do this or say this in this moment. On the flip side of that, you have the alien, who is Neil, and I absolutely loved him. He probably was my favorite character in this book. He is just amazing, like his learning the things about his race and a little bit about his homeland and just outer space was fascinating. It was really, really cool. Like, I really, really liked it, and I actually sent the author an email, and I was like, I almost sent you an email about a certain event that happens involving him, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't send the email right away, and I waited to finish reading because it was all good. I know that's really vague right there with all of that, but just know that Neil is super cool, Kaz is super cool in his own special way, and they make a very, very unique partnership. That partnership, which was really cool, takes them to outer space. I don't know how to explain this, except I felt that the author did a phenomenal, amazing, extraordinary job of bringing space to life. Like, it was like, I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek. I did growing up with my family, but being on my own now, I haven't seen a lot of Star Trek, but I still remember it just coming alive and the uniqueness of things that happen on the ship, what happens when they meet other races, and when they're just in outer space in general. And Steve did a phenomenal job, like, making that jump off the page. Like, it was like I was right there, and I thought that was just so entirely cool as a reading experience, because I had not experienced that before, and I was like, man, like, he is bringing this to life. Like, I am here in outer space with these guys, with these weird contraptions and these holograms, and there is so much tension of what's going on in that moment. If you are like, I want a book that's going to take me to outer space and make it realistic, and you need to seriously check out this novel. Like, seriously check this out. One of the most fascinating things about this story, besides the characters and the outer space, is that it is a Christian science fiction, which I don't think is odd. However, the storyline was really amazing. There is talk about aliens finding salvation. Can they find salvation? And people's reaction to those aliens, or a certain alien trying to find that salvation. And it was very eye-opening. Personally, it opened up some things about my own faith, that realizing and just working with God through those things. I mean, there's one experience, it was like my heart was just ripped in my chest wide open. And I really had to just put the book down and go pray and meditate, because I was just so touched by this experience that Kaz goes through. I've never thought about if aliens could find salvation. It had never dawned on me before. I don't know if it's just because, like I said, I haven't read a lot of sci-fi, or if I have, it's very soft sci-fi. But this story really opens up to that idea. I thought that the author did a great job of just bringing it all together and just showing what that would look like. I thought it was just very, very tastefully done. I guess for right now, I will stop there because there's just a lot more I could say about this book. There's a great underlying mystery that was really, really engaging, and I was excited that I actually didn't put 2 and 2 together, which was cool, even though I was trying to figure out who it could be. But there were some good twists and turns in there. Like I said, the partnership between Kaz and Neil was phenomenal, and the certain things that happened. And even though I couldn't relate to Kaz in a lot of ways, he still really pulled my heartstrings and was able just to touch me with his life story. Neil, like I said, was amazing. Phenomenal. Just love Neil. Team Neil all the way. Here is the pretty awesome, well, yeah, awesome cover for this story. And I will say I actually would love to reread this again. I really enjoyed it, and now that I have a feel of what's going to happen next, I think it'd be fun to go back and see how I didn't pick up on smaller things the first time. Thanks for watching, friends. Again, I hope you go check out this author's novel, and I know I have to admit that after reading this, I'm really curious about his other works because he has a really unique way of writing and really brings characters that just jump off the page, and I feel like just go in your mind where you're not going to forget them anytime. Thanks for watching. Bye!